There we go. There we go. So you're willing to do the work to thrive, survive. This course is a newer version of a course that we taught last year. It's got a lot of updated stuff, and we're going to go through some of the remedial stuff in the beginning because there's people that have not used chat yet and don't know what it's all about. So we'll go through that. But this is a way to achieve your goals in a faster, easier manner, to change your process so you have more time to spend with clients. And it gives you different ways to reach out to clients and to automate that process. And also, it's a good way to start getting your mind open to thinking about this type of process. So with that being said, let's get started. So let me get Candy in there. Hello, Candy. Okay, so the only thing you're going to need today is this. Okay, so take out your phone right now and scan this for the check-in for today's class. Because this QR code, which is a cute little house that Christina made, thank you, Christina. But this gets you registered, which allows me to send you the handout that you're going to receive, which is 100 free prompts, 100 free ideas for a content guide, a video. There's a lot of stuff packed into this guide that we're going to send you at the end of the class. We'll tell you how to get a hold of that. We also have a Facebook group called the Real Estate Marketing Network. So that's a great place to join so that you can actually find more information. Like we all join that, we trade information back and forth. That's where I first disseminate all the stuff that I'm finding out, do little reminders. And as we update stuff, we put the updates there. So it's a great place to join. That's on Facebook. And with that, we'll get started. Hopefully everyone was able to check in, but that's what you need to do is just get out your phone, get that on there, and you can check in for today's class. Okay. And that way you get all that stuff at the end. All right. That being said, let's move on. All right, here's the big sales pitch. You ready for this? So it's a short one, I promise. It's partnership more than a vendor. So it's easy for me as a lender to buy or to co-buy leads for you from Zillow or Realtor.com. But then I'm just funding your competition because the reality is that Zillow both lists homes and has a mortgage company. And if that's one thing. So they're your competition. And also, what that doesn't do for you, it makes me a vendor. So what happens as a vendor is if I'm co-buying all your Zillow leads and you can promise me 2 deals a month, great, awesome. Suppose a different realtor says, well, I have a different process and from those leads, and I can guarantee you 4 deals a month. Guess what happens? If I'm just a vendor, I'm going to pick my stuff up, bring it over to that realtor. Where does that leave you? It leaves you out in the cold. So what I want to do instead is approach it a different way. I want to teach you how to go out and find new ways to cultivate leads for buyers and sellers. I want to teach you how to do your own marketing. And that way it enables you to be self-sufficient. You're not responsible. You're not dependent on someone like me or anybody else buying leads for you. You can do this yourself. What I'm hoping comes out of that is that you'll turn around and say, hey, guy's got something on the ball. I'd like to learn more from him. So, maybe we should give him deals. And, if this is what he does, it gets me invested to you. So I'm invested in your success in getting this done. So the more I teach you, the more success you have, the more you're going to want from me. That's really the entire kind of sales pitch. And that's what I get out of it. So at the very bottom here, take a look, there's a QR code. So if you get out your phone again and log on to that, that's all my contact information. So you'll have everything from my Facebook, my YouTube channel, Instagram, everywhere that I disseminate information, you'll get to see. It even has an application on there so that if you want to forward that to any of your clients, they can just log on and start the application process. I usually like to have a conversation before they do that, but sometimes people are in a hurry or 2 o'clock in the morning, they're available and I'm not at 2 o'clock in the morning. I try and be available a lot, but you know, not always. So that way they can just log in and start the application at their convenience. So that's what that is right there. Okay, so our goal, we believe in being a partner, is more than just closing loans, because everybody's supposed to do that. You're supposed to close loans, have decent rates, and get to closing on time. But I want to help you overcome your challenges and achieve your goals, because that works for you and it works for me. So today's just an example of how we partner. That's it. End of sales pitch. Ready? Here's we go. Here's the free gift for attending. You'll get over 100 prompt templates, over 100 content ideas, and you'll get a Chat GPT. Yeah, say that fast. Quick start video. And there's a lot more in here. There's email campaigns. There's funnels. This thing is jam-packed. It's the best thing that we were able to put together for any of the classes. I love this thing. It takes you a week to get through it. It's awesome. If somebody's in the chat. To apply for commercial real estate. Yes, this applies for commercial real estate too. That's a great question. Even if you're on the commercial side, you can still use this. Okay. So our agenda is this. Well, if I can get it, there we go. So Chat GPT updates. So Chat GPT has updated tremendously since it came out last year, in the beginning of last year. It's really exponentially. It's got 175 billion data points now. And Chat GPT has upgraded, even the free version has upgraded now to the middle, I think it's March or April of 2023. So before it was the early part of 2022. By the way, put in the chat, who's already using Chat GPT? Okay, and also put in there, what do you use it for most? So if you're already using it, tell me what you use it for most. And the reason I want you to put that in there is because what happens is I take a look and gather these answers, and if there is a specific thing that a lot of people are looking at, I'll do some further research and unpack that. So that when we do an update, like let's say in the Facebook chat, you'll see an update there and say, hey, everybody asked about this. Here's what I found out. Here's how you can use it better. So there's advanced techniques, which we're going to get it to closer in the middle and the end, best practices, content planning, and you can even train Chat GPT to sound like you, which is awesome. I did try something earlier, which I couldn't translate on here. I had Chat GPT read the first 4 lines in the Gettysburg Address as Marge Simpson, drunk. And it was hysterical, but I can't get it to translate over here. But that's the fun things you could do, when you're bored and you just do stuff like that. But anyhow, so let's talk about what is Chat GPT. Okay, well, here's the Geek Squad version. Ready? Chat GPT is a variant of the GPT generative pre-training transformer, say that fast 3 times, language model that's specifically designed for generating human-like text in real-time chat environments. GPT is a type of artificial intelligence AI model that is trained on large amounts of text data and is able to generate coherent and contextually appropriate responses to prompts. By the way, guess who wrote that? Chat GPT. We asked it what it was. This is what it defined. So found that interesting too. All right. So how do you use this? Well, here's 3 ways you can use Chat GPT right now. So the first is copywriting. So I know so many agents who sweat and stress over writing copy when they'd rather be doing the work of finding clients and helping them buy or sell homes, right? So it can help you with listing descriptions, ad copy, email, review requests, blog posts, website copies, buyer seller guides, which are awesome, and checklists, which are also great. Keep in mind, no bot can replace your voice. Comes close, but it can't really replace your voice. It augments your voice. And what a skilled and knowledgeable and motivated real estate agent can do for their clients. However, Who would like to never have to write a listing description again? Hello. So yeah, that's just some of the things that you can do. I'm just reading in the chat here. Okay, good. So daily data analysis, summaries, marketing prep, brainstorming, learning how to research, paid version. Yes, I recommend the paid version. Mike uses it in daily scripts, posts, email drips. These are really great responses. Content ideas, drafts of stuff that you want to write, and you always have to kind of edit it and look it over, which we'll get into. So write letters, mission statements, so all great stuff.
Andy, it's Lisa. Wednesday morning around 10:30, I proposed to Andy's
Here's somebody. Hold on, let me see who that is.
March 15, no later.
Can everybody kind of mute themselves?
Closing contents, Sandy's contents have to be gone by March 14 so that the buyer can do a walkthrough. So that's what I have proposed, and that's what.
Okay, there we go. All right, sorry, there we go. Okay, so let's see how this works. Okay, let's take a look. So we type in, give me a listing description for a house with 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, has a master suite with a jacuzzi tub and a waterfall shower, a meditation room, a climbing wall, and a rooftop garden. It took maybe 2.5 seconds for Chat GPT wrote, here's a possible listing description for a house with 4 bedrooms. So it repeats it back to you, right? And then it goes, welcome to your dream home. The stunning property features 4 spacious bedrooms, 3 luxurious bathrooms, an abundance of high-end finishes throughout, blah, blah, blah. And it says, but that's not all. Wait, there's more. This home also boasts a dedicated meditation room, perfect for quiet reflection on yoga practice, and so forth and so on. And then you even have the ability, you can go, well, yeah, that's okay, but can you do that again? And it'll take another stab at it. And you can see here where that's slightly different. Spacious 4-bedroom, does the same thing, but it gives you a whole different, puts in the garage, it puts in other things. So it's really good at doing that. And again, you can restate it, and the paid version now has gotten even so much better. You can give it a voice. You can say, do this in a relaxed, professional voice. You can give it any voice you want, and it'll repeat it that way. And we'll get into that a little bit later. Social posts, content ideas, video scripts, Instagram reels, keywords. I don't know about you, but who here struggles with what to post? I do. I like to be prolific, but can't always do that. Sometimes I'm like scratching my head. I can have it look up what is trending on Instagram in terms of real estate, what is trending, and it'll tell me that. And I'll say, okay, give me a post that looks like this, and it will do it. It'll help write video scripts. It'll research keywords for your YouTube channel. It can do that and so much more. Let's look at an example. Write a 30-second script, video sharing tips about buying a home in the current market, right? So interest rates are favorable eventually. Competition is low and sellers are offering concessions. And keep in mind, this one was done at the end of 2020 or the middle of 2022. But it has an intro and music and animation, and it says, so you're thinking about buying a home but not sure where to start? Well, let me tell you, now is the time to make your move. You can see what it does. So it takes that and it goes through this whole thing. Goes through this whole thing in 2.5, 3 seconds. And then you do an edit. You saved yourself a tremendous amount of time. And it helped you find the keywords. And when it does it, like if you ask it to do it for Instagram, it'll even put the emojis in. So very, very cool stuff. Very, very good at time saving. Messaging, emails, team communications, assistant tasks, listing presentations. So you can prompt the bot to write all of this stuff. Team communications, create a list of tasks for your assistant, and even event or listing presentations. It'll help you do all that. Here's an example of one. Chat GPT creating an email to help buyers prepare for moving day. So, look at what it says here. Start packing early, create a moving day schedule, gather all your important documents, notify the necessary parties. It goes through it and it does it in seconds. What might take you, and we know all this stuff, but it takes us a longer time to do it and write it down. Boom, this is copyright, in and out, you edit, you're done. Now you've got a checklist. And that literally is, you get that done, including the question, in 5 seconds. Okay, so let's talk about some of the updates. Chat GPT's ability to understand and generate human-like text has improved significantly. Let's talk about relevant. So Chat GPT now contains a knowledgeable base as up to April 2023, reducing the occurrence of outdated or incorrect responses. And you can customize it. Chat GPT is much more intuitive, allowing for increased industry-specific read real estate, customization of plugins, and we'll get into the plugins at the end, to extend its relevance. So we're going to unpack some of those enhancements today and how to use them. Okay, best practices. Train it, prompt it, edit output. So think of Chat GPT as a highly qualified assistant. Like any assistant, it needs to know what you want to do. You have to tell it what to do, right? So you have to give it directions. You have to kind of paint a picture of what do you want it to look like at the end, which, by the way, it can paint pictures too. It's kind of astounding. But here's the 3 best practices to improve your results, which is basically train it, prompt it, edit the output. So let's double click on each one of these. All right, best practice is train it. So training Chat GPT is crucial for enhancing its capabilities and ensuring a more relevant output. So that's the first thing we want to do, is train it. How do we do that? We call it RIDE. Role, input, details, expectation. So that's how we make kind of training simple. That's the acronym that we use. So let's unpack that a little bit. So role is act as you are. So you tell Chat GPT what role or persona it should use. I'm a realtor, be a realtor, or I'm a moderator, I'm a loan officer, I'm a, to act as, say you are, so that it knows its roles. Here's a few examples of different roles. And by the way, can you see how we're training Chat GPT as the role of the persona to take on? Okay, as a marketing expert with experience specializing in marketing homes for sale, or act as an expert in copywriting with experience writing MLS descriptions for homes for sale. As a social media expert with experience creating content that generates leads for real estate agents. So you can do all those goals. Okay, here's the I, input. Okay, this is the process of supplying details that'll help ChatGPT to provide you with the optimal output. So here's a few examples of input. Okay, the subject home is located at whatever the address is, 123 Main Street, and includes a list and give it the list of amenities like we did before. Okay, write an SEO search engine optimized Instagram post targeting first-time homebuyer prospects in Philadelphia, Cherry Hill, Voorhees, wherever you are. Write an MLS description for the home located at that address. The amenities for this home include 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and an open floor plan, blah, 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 right? So here's a few examples of what that looks like. The more input you provide, the better the output's going to be. You know that saying, crap in, crap out. Well, better stuff in, better output out. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Okay, best practices, train it. Okay, so this is a process of specifying the types of outputs you're looking for chat to provide. Here's a few example of details. Okay, provide me with an email highlighting this home for prospective buyers in my database. So, by the way, you can hook it up with your database too, which is awesome. I'm just learning how to do that, so that's not in here yet. With a script for an Instagram reel, okay? Or, I'd like this to highlight 3 reasons buying a home is better than renting. Or the MLS description should have maximum number of words for MLS descriptions in your MLS. I don't know how many words Bright allows. Words can be written in a conversational tone or whatever tone you want, professional tone, a stern tone. You can do whatever you want, and that's how it will output. But the more specific, clear, and concise that you are, the better your output will be, and the less you have to adjust. And again, this is about saving time. Okay, best practices to train it. So what is it that you're asking it to produce? Here's a few examples of different expectations. I'd like for the email to have a strong call to action for the recipient to respond for additional details. Look at that. You can even ask it here. I like this one. Make sure the MLS description is compliant with the Fair Housing Act and that it does not violate the Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, RESPA. You can even ask it to be compliant. It'll look up the rules and make sure that you're compliant. How much time would it take you to look up the rules? Or do most of us just wait for our broker of record to yell at us, which is, the other way. Okay, what task or request or specific output do you want? So you have to make sure that you provide Chat GPT with that information so that it tells you what I expect, given all the information and parameters I've asked before. So, here this is. I'd like this post to have a strong call to action for current renters to reach out for details on a first-time homebuyer program where they may be able to qualify for 100% loan, and the mortgage payment might be less per month than their rent. So it's just how to train it in what you want it to do. Okay, now we've trained Chat GPT. The next step is to combine those elements into a prompt. Before we do that, let me take a look and see if there's any more in the chat. Okay, nope. All right, good. Prompts are the instructions that you enter into chat to get responses. So basically, it's the directions. Is everybody on the same page with this? Do you understand what prompts are and what we're speaking about with prompts? We're going to utilize that RIDE process and create some prompts. Okay, so be clear and specific, right? So you want to provide context, specify the format that you want it. Is it Instagram? Is it YouTube? Is it Facebook? What are you doing this for? Is it an email? Is it a chat? What is this for? So you have to, and again, do you want it in bullet points? Do you want it numbered? Do you want it in paragraphs? How do you want it? So you can give it custom instructions and specify the format that you want this in. All right. So example number 1. If you're looking, pardon me, for assistance with marketing listing, the complete well-crafted prompt might end up looking something like this. So act as a real estate marketing expert with experience specializing in marketing homes for sale. The subject home is located at 123 Main Street. It includes a list of amenities. Provide me with an email. So you've told it how you want it, what context you want it in, and what format. Highlighting this home for prospective buyers in my database. I'd like for the email to have strong call to action and for the recipient to respond back for additional details. So, that's exactly how it's going to do this. So, basically, this is the prompt. This is a prompt example. So you want to be able to train Chat GPT in your kind of voice. Let's see what happens. And I apologize for the writing to be so small. I wish I could blow that up, but I can't. But here's the output. So ready? There's the question. So you can see, look at how fast it does it too. Act as a real estate marketing expert with experience socializing. So it tells you, what the question is. Look at how fast this does this. I'm going to read on my side screen here. So I'm thrilled to present a remarkable opportunity in the heart of Las Vegas. Here's the property highlights. Here's a neighborhood like no other. Unbeatable location. Now wait, there's more. Exclusive viewing invitation, call to action. And how it wants to, don't miss out on this chance. Act now is your dream home. Gives you an unsubscribe. There, see, remember we talked about context and how you get it to be compliant. Well, there it is. That's part of it. So act now. So, and you saw, what did that take? 3.5 seconds? I mean, that was pretty fast. So again, are you impressed? I am. Did we just save some valuable time for you? So Chat GPT just took everything we put in there, which is basically 2 sentences, and did that entire output. And again, if it's hooked up with your database, it can automate it. It can send that out to your database automatically as long as you edit. I would always say edit, look at it first. Don't blindly set it out, because that's when you end up with your butt in a sling sometimes. Okay. But you're talking about a campaign that used to spend 3 hours putting together and getting all that stuff together and crafting it correctly and then hooking up with your database. You get that done in 20, 25 minutes, if that. So put it in the chat. Do you want to see another one like that? By the way, Jay, if you missed it on here, I can go back to that. But you're going to get, and I forgot to mention this, you're going to get a copy of all the slides. So you'll see all the slides. You can refer back to them. Because again, this comes at you like a fire hose. There's so much information here. What I would really advise you to do is choose 1 or 2 things to begin with. If you haven't used this before, choose 1 or 2 things. Start there. Master that. You're going to have all these slides, so you can refer back to this and say, okay, I did this, I did A, B, and C. Let's try D, E, and F. Okay, and you'll grow your expertise in doing that. Okay, so let's take a look at another one. All right, so here's the prompt example. Ready? Let's see how it can help with social media posting. If you're looking for assistance with Instagram posts, like the well-crafted prompt might end up looking something like this. So act as a social media expert with experience creating content that generates leads for real estate agents. Who doesn't want that right now? Write in SEO optimized search engine or optimization. Instagram post targeting first-time buyer prospects in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And I think I forgot to switch the actual question. So it's going to come up. I did everything in the middle of the country, Las Vegas. So it's not going to Cherry Hill. Sorry about that. But you can do it for Cherry Hill. I'd like this post to highlight 3 reasons buying a home is better decision than renting. Great. You're giving it parameters here. I'd like this post to have a strong call to action for current renters to reach out for details on a first-time home buyer program where they might be able to qualify for 100% financing and the mortgage payment might be less than their current rent. Okay, so let's see how this looks. Ready? There's the question up top, so you can see there, right? Okay, let's see, and it restates it. Let's see what it looks like. Notice the emojis that it puts in there because it knows this is an Instagram post. And it also give you hashtags too. There goes a hashtag. So again, how much time are we saving? The hardest part of doing this is to figure out how to craft the right prompt. That's it. Once you figure out how to craft a good prompt, then it becomes easy. The output's phenomenal. It's like a painting. You've got this picture in your mind. You just have to tell it what the picture looks like, and it'll paint it for you. I can't paint a straight line, but if I know the subject, say it's a forest scene, the colors and texture, like what do I want oils? Do I want watercolor? Do I know the time of year I'm asking it to paint in? Is it spring? Is it fall? The time of day, what kind of shadows, it tells us what kind of shadows the sunlight. Okay, I don't have to know how to paint. I give it all that information and it paints it. So that's what you're doing here. And that's the advantage. Okay, are we done? Is this ready to post or share? No. What do we need to do next? Edit. Sounds like a frog. Edit. Yes, but you need to edit because you don't want to just put stuff out there without reading through it, because that's where you get in trouble. So Chat is a great assistant, but it's not perfect, right? So editing the output of Chat can be a useful step to refine and customize the content generate, because sometimes you read it and it's technically correct, but it's not the way that you would put it, and it's not the way that you want the message to go across. So again, if it's not the way you want to phrase it, you can always change it up. So here's some suggestions for editing the prompt of Chat GPT. Review for accuracy. Check the generated content. Make sure that it's factual, because again, it's not infallible. So if there's something you're not sure of that it pulls up, I don't know, or you're not aware of, Google's a great research, so just Google it, or whatever source you have. So you can. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. Review, adapt to context. So consider the context of the conversation and adjust the response accordingly. Personalize the tone. Adjust the tone to match what you're looking for, your desired style. It can be formal, it can be informal, professional, relaxed, whatever you're looking for. And, iterate and refine. Review the response to see if it meets your needs. Provide feedback. So, you can give Chat GPT, this is great, get rid of this, or can you restate that differently? Give it a different, ask for more information, a different angle, a different style, or to elaborate on, different points. Hey, point 4 was great. Can you go a little bit further with that? Remember, you're having a conversation with your assistant. Boy, this one doesn't answer back. Christina never answers me back. She's very honest with me, though. So, but yeah, I mean, this is your assistant. The more details you give it, the more it can give you exactly what you're looking for. So that's that. Okay. So best practices. The custom instruction is available for the free version of ChatGPT. You can use it to give specific one-time interactions. Has anyone ever used the custom instruction? Okay, so if you haven't used it yet, let's take a look. Okay, so to enable and use custom instructions, it's just 3 easy steps, right? So 1, click your name in the Chat GPT account to the left sidebar at the bottom, okay? Select custom instructions, enter your preference details. Okay, so the first question is, let's read this one. What would you like Chat GPT to know about you to provide better responses, right? Your name, Samantha Williams. Background, Samantha has been a real estate professional for over a decade, specializing in residential property. She holds a degree in real estate management. All that, again, is you're providing details about you, your business, your client, avatar, and more. The second part is, how do you want it to respond? How do you want your clients to perceive you, basically? You're giving it a personality. It's like, cool or what? You can give your avatar, your assistant, your personality. So with custom instructions, you no longer need to repeat preferences like style, tone, language. It'll remember and apply your instructions automatically unless you tell it to do differently, which you can on each individual basis. So, again, tone and style. Samantha's tone is friendly, professional, and approachable. Ensure responses reflect a personable and warm demeanor. Use clear and concise language, yada, yada. You get all that, right? Okay. Let's go next. So let's review this part of it. Okay. Train it, prompt it, edit output. Okay. To get better results from Chat GPT, again, the more detail and context you provide, the far better Chat GPT will understand how you want it to respond. Prompt it. Precise, specific, and carefully worded prompts will get better responses. Edit the output. Editing can enhance the quality of the output, but you have to ensure that the content meets your standards. Okay, what you're looking for in style and what you need to when needed confirm accuracy. Okay, was that helpful? Do you feel better equipped, at least a little bit more, to be effective at using chat? Are you glad you came? Can you see that this could have a real potential in enhancing your business? I don't think it's copyright protected. No, not that I'm aware of. Not that I've seen anything yet. Okay, so we're not done, but we're getting there. Advanced strategies. Let me check the time. Okay, still a little bit more. All right, so how many of you showed up because you'd like to see some advanced strategies with Chat GPT? Let's get into the weeds, okay? Okay, prompt templates. So this is what I love about this. Prompt templates make it easy for you to find and use the best prompts for specific outputs from Chat GPT. You save a tremendous amount of time. Remember, we're crafting the perfect prompt. Well, other people have done that. So why not just look and see if we can find a prompt that is already written for what we're looking for, and just maybe edit that rather than put a whole new prompt in. So templates generate content of high quality and they're tailored to your specific needs. Again, you can save a tremendous amount of time with templates. So here's keywords is an example of prompt templates. Keywords, also known as SEO keywords, are words and phrases that users type in search engines to find information on a specific or particular topic. So let's take a look. Google, houses for sale, right? For those on the screen back in the cheap seats, this is what keywords are, right? You go to Google and let's look at a few real estate keywords example. You with me? Okay, so this makes sense. That's what keywords are. Okay, back to templates. Keywords everywhere. So this is something we're going to show you how to upload, put in. Keywords everywhere is a browser extension. These are very important. That shows you keyword data in a search engine result. So they have a template integration with Chat GPT. Hang with me here. I know it gets a little complicated, but it helps you create relevant content based on what terms people are searching for online. So what does that mean? Well, show you how to use it. But if you think about it, you can plug this in and find out what people are researching and what keywords they're using to do that research, so that when you make a prompt, or I'm sorry, when you make output, it has those keywords in it. So when they do that search, you show up. Okay, so here's how I can use this with Chat GPT and get ready to blow your mind just a little bit. Okay. And by the way, it installs for Chrome, Firefox, and Edge. So before you can use Keywords Everywhere template, you need to install the browser extension, assuming that you're using Chrome at this point, and you need the Chat GPT 4 paid version to do this advanced functionality. Okay, but there's a tool. So to install keywords, it's really simple. You go to Google Chrome, simply go to the Chrome web store. Yes, they have a web store. Search for Keywords Everywhere and add that extension to your Chrome browser. You know, you click that little, see that? You just get that here, add to Chrome. Bingo. Okay. This will take you all of 2 minutes. We're not going into depth on, step by step on how to do it, but that's really all it should take. But let's take a look at how to use this. Okay, once you've installed the extension, when you reopen Chat GPT, the left-hand sidebar, you'll see a new link called Templates. Okay, when you click that link, a pop-up will open up. Look at what the mouse is doing. First, choose professionals. All right, well, let me do that. I'm gonna see. Okay, I'm gonna stop it for a second, because it takes a little category. So you put professional, subcategory, realtors, templates, cold email outreach, language, English, voice tones, matter of factly, writing styles, conversational. Okay. And then, you can install this stuff, or input this stuff even more. It gives you subcategories, templates, and then the drop down will show you all the templates options. Okay. And it's already built in for realtors. So this is what I meant. This is why this course is for realtors. Okay. You can also choose your preferred vocal tones, writing styles, and then you can give it a prospect type. So once you go through it and make all of your selections, what will happen is it'll build a template with all of your selections, and it'll find one that's already loaded in there. So for this template, we're choosing to email prospective sellers who may be interested in their new home value, right? So let's let that continue, and you'll see what it does. So it goes through there, tells you reply back to schedule a call. So you're telling it what you want it to put in here, and then it'll search for that prompt and with the keywords. Okay, so there's what you told it to do, and this is what it spits out. Anyone got a stopwatch on them? So look at that. Bingo. Wow, what was that? 3 seconds? Maybe. So for, again, our call to action is for them to schedule a call. And once you have all that output, what do? You can edit it as needed. But, here you're using it for your call to action and style. So this is only one template that's on here. There are hundreds and hundreds of different templates and styles. So, I mean, again, saving you time on saving you time. Instead of figuring out the right template, just search for it, and it's already there. It's already done. So again, it saves you money, saves you time. You don't need to hire anyone else to write this. So, normally we would, if we can't write stuff like this, we would hire people to write this kind of output. But you don't have to. But wait, there's more. So again, this is only, sorry. So this is only one template so on here. There's hundreds. I think we have to go back here. Yeah, sorry, I just did that one again. Okay, so just based on what you see, you're starting to see and think about that version for 20 bucks a month. Think about that, 20 bucks a month, easily worth that, right? Chat GPT can help create social media content calendar with content relevant for your ideal audience. Okay, so here's more it can do. Does anyone ever struggle with what to post, when to post it on social media, which social media to post it on? Well, chat can help with all of that. It can create a calendar. So all you have to do is follow the calendar and you'll know what to post, when to post, and it'll help you write all of that. So let's take a look and see how it does that. Here's a prompt example. I'm a real estate agent in your city. My ideal client is, whatever your ideal client is, first-time home buyers, etc. Please create an audience demographic report for this group. Include a list of the wants, needs, fears, and pain points that I can use in creating content strategy that resonates with this group of people. So first, let's say you're planning your content and you want to do a content calendar that was relevant to your ideal group, right? So here's this prompt example that will actually do that for you. And you're telling your assistant how you want it to act, and this assistant always listens. So, okay, the guessing is over. You don't have to figure it out. And again, let's see what it looks like. Let's take this prompt, enter it in. So let's take a look at what Chat GPT does. So again, it always restates to you what you're asking it, and then boom. And now it's giving you a demographic range, income level, employment status, its wants, needs, fears, and pain points, exactly what we asked it to do. Okay, and that's not bad. That's only the beginning. So how can we use that information to create a content calendar? Uh, hold on, get through that. Okay, and we actually slimmed this down to 7 days for illustration purposes. So you can see, it's asking for 7 days, and boom, it's laying it all out for you. Do you think you saved yourself some time and effort? And that's again what this whole course and what Chat GPT is about: time, effort, easy way to organize everything. Um, Allows you to focus more on buying and selling. Now, you always want to review and edit the output. But it's just, I mean, look at this. It's telling us exactly what to do each day, when to do it, what to do, and it will write it for you, which hashtags to use, all that stuff. So again, is this useful? Um, you think you can use this in your business? Awesome. Great. Okay, let's go. Oh, sorry. Okay, here's something new. My GPTs. So it's an advanced strategy. You do need Chat GPT-4 for this on this. So my GPTs are custom versions of custom versions of Chat GPT created by users to be more helpful in their daily life with specific tasks at work or at home, and then share that creation with others. Anyone can build their own Chat GPT, their own GPT. You don't need to be a coder. You can make them for yourself or for anyone you want to share them with. Here's why this is useful, because I always look at kind of, okay, how does this work for me? My GPTs learn from previous interactions. So it's like it's really AI, it's artificial intelligence. It learns from what you've done before. It responds based on your preferences that you tell it and the preferences that you show because you've used it before. So this feature is about building a longer term personalized experience with the eye on improving output over time. So it learns what you do. So the more it learns what you do, the less you have to edit it. Again, less time needed. Um, and you can always override that. You can always give it one-time instructions. So, but this is great. It adapts to you. It learns and evolves over time to help you accomplish what your goals are. It's a lot to take in and very cool, but remember to choose just a few things in the beginning because you can always run through this stuff later on and go, oh, let me see how that works. Now I've mastered this. And that's really, really important. Okay. Um, yeah, here we go. So again, this is 3 simple steps to using this. I just want to tell you briefly. So you can upgrade, you need to upgrade to the paid version. Go to the settings area in the left sidebar, select My GPTs, and click on Create a GPT. You'll see the GPT builder asking, what would you like to make? Oh, sorry. And what would you like to make? And again, hi, I hope you build a new Chat GPT. You can say something like, make uh, make a creative who helps generate visuals for new products. And that's the thing. I can't wait. I can't wait till this thing starts doing total videos, which it already does. You just have to use it differently. Okay, you can simply start a conversation with Chat GPT and it'll help you from there. You also want to configure your GPT as well. What does that involve? So configuring a GPT involves naming it. We named ours Real Estate Marketing Maestro. Description is defining the what role or outcome you want. So in our example, we want expert real estate marketing strategies. So if you think about this, we're building our own Chat GPT Maestro to help us with real estate marketing strategies. So it's like building your own mentor. So we need to give it some instruction, explain exactly what you want this GPT to be skilled at and how you'd like it to behave. So again, Real Estate Marketing Maestro is an AI tool specifically designed for real estate agents to improve their marketing skills. It provides expert advice. Again, you can tell it, how can I improve my social marketing? These are some of the questions you can ask and the starters on this. What are effective email strategies for real estate? And it'll tell you all that. That's kind of amazing. You're building your own coach. And it's not what's even better is it's not perfect now, but it'll learn. It'll learn how to teach you. It'll learn what your audience is. It's like having, a best friend assistant who's inside your head all the time. The conversation starters that I read you set the stage on how you're going to engage with it and where you want help. By the way, it has all those statistics to get this done. So you don't need to do all that research. Write a 5 to 10 sample questions or prompts that you see in action. You now have your very own personalized Chat GPT assistant. $20 a month. How cool is that? It's a lot cheaper than the other services that will do the same thing for you. And like I said, do it for you. They're going to charge you $500 to $1,000. It's $20 a month, and you can use it for so many other things too. Okay, let's look at how we use this in the real world, because that's what I always like to do. So here's an example of using my GPT for specific output. We asked the Real Estate Marketing Maestro if it can provide sample post content with relevant emojis, images, and hashtags for Instagram. Again, the benefit is that it will learn from previous iterations and interactions with you, adapting its responses with continued use to improve its output over time. You're building a library of saved, and you can save those GPTs you can go back to repeatedly. So, this is where you want to invest some time. I'll play the video for you so we can take a look at that. And again, you can see what you're asking it, and boom, watch what happens. Oh, pictures and everything. Look at that. So again, it only takes about 6 seconds to get this type of output. And so it's definitely it's something that you can and should experiment with. Okay, so you want to invest some time with that to get more familiar. Again, you can go back to that later. Bonus tip time. Okay, we're getting close, very close to the end. Actually, we're a minute over. So before we wrap it up, how about one more bonus tip? But wait, there's more. Yes. So here's another browser extension that you can get called Web Chat GPT. I love this one. It's a free browser extension that enables web access and one-click prompts in Chat GPT. Web Chat GPT allows you to access the internet while using Chat GPT. Yes, that's right. You can use this on both the free or paid version, so you don't need the paid version for this. Do you know how to install it? Yeah, go back to what we did before. You know, go to Chrome, you go to the Chrome store, just like we did keywords, and you hit that wonderful blue button over here, and presto, you're there. Okay, here's an example of using Web Chat GPT to connect to the web and retrieve real-time current information using Chat GPT. The prompt that we put in here is, give me a report on the housing market forecast for Las Vegas, Nevada for 2024. It's a one-click prompt, and watch it connect to the web in real time. See, look at that. Corner report, and Jack Show gives you all the information. Different years. Here's what they're expecting despite the challenges. It gives you Zillion's use on it, and it gives you some background. So it's grabs the information and it puts it in a summary forecast. Boom! It just does it for you. Obviously, you want to do this in your market, not Las Vegas. Not bad, but what can we do with that information? Anyone know? Yes, you have to edit it. Oop, did I go past? Yes, you have to edit it. But the other thing you can do is repurpose the data. In this case, we asked ChatGPT, now write me a 200-word social media post based on the data. Include any relevant emojis and hashtags. Okay, so, sorry, review. Chat GPT updates, best practices. This is what we learned about today. Advanced techniques, content planning, train Chat GPT to sound just like you. So let me know, do you feel like your time was well invested today, the hour that you spent? Yeah, it can use a picture, I think, that you have on your computer. You might have to save it and tell it where to get it from. So that's answering the question. But do you guys get what we were talking about? If you have questions on this, again, you can reach out to us. Hopefully your time was well invested time. So does anyone have a key takeaway that they can put in the chat screen? From a data standpoint, I think there was a big difference. So I think before it was like, before last year, it was a difference between like 50 billion and 175 billion different data points. There's a big data point difference. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I kind of feel like where have you been all my life? That's how I feel about Chat GPT. Like, why weren't you here 10 years ago? Okay, so find something that you can apply. Find something you can apply in the next couple of days, this week. That's what I would do. And again, as a thank you for attending today, you're going to get this free gift. So today was a lot of information, right? If you'd like some guides for how to implement the key ideas from today, the good news is you're going to get the complete Chat GPT prompt bundle for real estate. Here's what's in it, and I'm going to see. Now, you know what? I'm not going to do it that way. I'm just going to put it up there. But so it comes in an Excel spreadsheet format, but it's phenomenal because it has so much power-packed information in it. So it gives you, like I said, 100 prompt templates, 100 content ideas, a quick start video. It gives you way more than that. It shows you how to do the funnels, how to set up emails, how to go out and get more clients, you know, for different things. It's really, really jam-packed. And we are going to send that out to you. We might, I think we're going to have you just download it from the Facebook group. So if you downloaded all my information, and you can reach out to me because we're going to make sure that everybody gets this week. But if you didn't download my contact information, that will be in, it's slide 2, 3, or 4. I think it's slide 3 in this. So you can download it there, and it'll be on there as well, how to get on the Facebook group, and you'll download it from there. Okay. And that will be awesome. That'll keep you busy for a little while. Okay, and I would be remiss if you found the information was really useful. We're just like you. And I'm glad that a lot of people responded that they found that it was useful. So just like you, we live and breathe in this business by reviews. So if you could just take a minute, get your phone out, leave me a review if you found this helpful, you know, give us some feedback. We're always about the feedback. We're always trying to figure out, you know, what works. What do people respond to? What do they need to know? And by the way, the next one we have, I think it's March 6th, where we're doing the, we're showing you how one realtor got, in this marketplace, by the way, got $11.2 million in listings in 90 days, just by using CMAs in a specific manner. And we're going to show you more than one way to do it. So that's our next class. You can sign up for that. If you'd like more help, hey, listen, we're always looking to partner up with the right agents who want to grow and learn. So again, working partnership is more than simply just providing great rates, all that stuff. You know, if you think that we might be a good fit, and today's just one example of what we do, reach out and we'll schedule some time to, you know, get together, sit down, or you know, do it over Zoom, and talk about what your needs are, what I'm looking for, and just make sure we're a good fit. And if we are, you know, maybe start doing some stuff together. Also, as lastly, here's, whoops, there we go. More classes to come. So again, that's how the one agent got, you know, $11 million in listings. Here's the Chat GPT. I'd always start with the Google class. It's a great class, and it's easy to implement. Facebook ads for real estate, YouTube secrets for realtors. So there's a whole lot of classes. We've got, you know, 6 more classes to come. Understanding the VA loan, how to host a virtual open house, database marketing is phenomenal. Secrets for top agents used to convert more of your online leads, all that stuff. Okay. I think for the QR code will take you. Okay, here it is. Oh, see, Christina did it. All right, so if you're looking for where to go for the Facebook group, the Real Estate Marketing Network, just copy this QR code. We'll leave that up for a minute. Okay. And it'll take you exactly there, and we should have that stuff up. We should have it up there within a day. So go on there tomorrow, and it should be done. And that's it. You know, I think I covered everything. If you have any questions, you know, please let me know. Thank you. Yes, I try and stay up on tech. I'm an old guy who loves tech. I do. I love useful tech. I like stuff that we can use to make our jobs easier or to reach our goals easier. And Mike's signing up for Chat GPT 4 now. Yeah, it's awesome. There's so much more you can do with it. I wish I could have played Marge Simpson reading the Gettysburg Address drunk. It's hysterical. Okay, that's it again. You know, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come here and spend with me. I hope you found this useful. Go sign up for the 90-day CMA course. That's March 6th. That's going to be awesome as well. I've run that 3 or 4 times. So it takes you step by step on how to do it. All righty. That's it. Everyone, have a great day. And we hope to hear from you soon. Take care.
Thanks so much, Kevin.
Thank you.